Yes. How are you? Oh, are you at Ellis's right now? Oh, 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 okay. How was your day today? That sounds good. Yeah, so I wanted to just talk to you and wanted to know your story and know my history. And, so it's not a lot of things that we've been told, so I'm blessed to have you in my life and have you in my daughter's life, and I want to give you your roses while you're here. And yes, uh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Yeah, let's start with like maybe the day you were born or your parents. Mm. Oh, okay. What was the reason for the migrate? Billie Holiday. Mm. Okay, Grandma. Jeez, Belgrade, Florida, 1951. Man, am I sharing sound?
We could hardly hear her, like hardly. I didn't even know what she said really.
That's the last phone call I'm answering. No more answering phone calls. You ain't called me all this time I've been home.
Oh, okay.
All
Well,
right,
it's
baby.
1951,
Mm-hmm.
Belgrade, Florida,
Belgrade.
and they was treating black people so wrong
Oh yes,
during
they
that
were.
time.
You couldn't really get no jobs or nothing. They treated. We weren't. Dirt was more important to them than us black people. My mother brought us up here for a better life, and
Wow.
which I'm so glad she did. Oh my God, her and my father, and my aunt that also told me things like. Because I had asked her question too, way back. And she was saying her mama and all of us came up on the train. I got sick, and they had to take Juanita. Juanita was on the train with me because I was sick. Everybody else was in the car, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, and when we got there, she said Daddy was waiting on us up here. To get them off the train and to meet them up here in Utica. And that was the first we came up here. And I remember as being little, moving up here when I was little. And we moved in the projects. We had an apartment on Catherine Street, but you know what? The wind was blowing more in the house than it was outside. And they messed around. And, Dr. Fabo got us an apartment in the projects. I think I was like 7, 8 years old. I remember that. We didn't have much. We didn't have nothing. We had an old beat-up couch and a chair and an old broken table in the kitchen, but we had each other. It was all 7 of us. Well, all 3 of your aunts and uncles. We were living in one place, plus mom and daddy, in a 2-bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah, but we did it. I remember, we were just talking about that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we were talking about it on the phone. We were talking about, remember Dot and not Juanita. My mistake. Juanita stayed 2 doors down. She was married to Monroe. So we might well say we were together because you can walk out the back door into her house. That's what it was. We would do walking from Nita house to her house.
Right.
But anyway, Juanita had Chucky and Lorene and Ricky. That was all was born. The rest of them haven't been born yet. LeBron and Tina and Becca, they wasn't even born yet at all. I didn't know me and Chucky. I was like 4 years older than Chucky. I didn't know that. I know Lorene and Sue Ann was the same age. They was only a month apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because on the way up here, Mama said she nursed Lorene on one titty and Sue Ann on the other. You nurse the baby. They say that's how healthy the baby has the mother's milk. We believe in breastfeeding back in them days, and women ain't going for it now.
Yeah. Daly didn't breastfeed. She breastfeed for like 2 weeks, and she was like, "Nah, that's not it."
That's what I was saying. I remember I used to see my sisters go hollow on you. Ow! The baby was biting her titty off. She said, "They really be teething. That hurts your breath."
Yeah.
Yes,
So you're first generation Utica then. For our family.
I was raised, when I was not even a year old. And she got us from up there. I was born there, brother, but I was raised in Utica. And oh man, that woman, she was a blessing. Your grandma, great-grandma, your great-grandma, Florence Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, she was the best. They don't make no more like her. Oh, and then my father was a contractor that bring people up from down south. He couldn't stand the cold, as like my mother could, but she sacrificed. She stayed up here and raised us. He went back down south and brought people up here to New York State from Florida.
So he was helping the southern blacks come up to New York to make some money. Was he making money doing that?
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the only way they were going to eat, or the kids get school clothes. They would come up and pick beans before they had the bean picker machine. They had black folks doing all the work. And bring them up, and they come and work and make money. I know my cousins, Aunt Corrine, Mama's sister would come up every year. And we stayed on the beach camp with Aunt Corrine. Why she sent me, I don't know. Well, I wasn't a bean picker, but she had Dot and actually they were bean pickers. I was scared of spiders. I wasn't picking up for nobody. I don't care who it was.
I remember visiting Florida to Belgrade with my mom.
You too?
Yeah, with my mom and my brothers. And I think that was a family trip.
Oh, yeah. Yes, she did take you guys down there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She had to see her roots, too, and I'm glad she took the boys.
Yeah, we was with Aunt Dot. We was with everybody. Uncle Greg, yeah, we was all there.
Yeah. And you know what? That's like, I dreamed of Gregory last night. What is going on? That night, I dreamed of Gregory. I dreamed that we was on a trip. How coincidental is that? Oh my! Maybe because you was on my mind, but Where did Greg come from?
I don't know.
May was in it. Doc,
Yeah.
the whole family was in some city.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
liked it down
goodness.
there. They had wild chicken running everywhere.
That was you at
Snails.
Uncle Fortin house.
Yeah.
Well, the chickens running out. Yeah, chickens running around these yards.
Yeah.
That's the way to live. You know, we have fresh vegetables and fresh poultry. The one he had a car out there. Yeah, he had got a home. He lives over in Belgrade, and he had a garage, Peterson's garage, where he fixed cars and stuff. But he didn't fix it when y'all came. He had retired.
Oh, okay.
Him and say they had got bought a home. They work hard all their life and they got what they wanted. They'll show you it could be done. They bought that home and paid cash.
Let's even take it back further. Like, my grandmother, Florence, and
West Seven.
what? Did they always live in Belglade?
Yes, my mother had I think was it 6 sisters and 1 brother that lived in Belgrade. They all lived in there. In fact, your great grandmother, my mother's mother, she had Archie, and one of her other sisters had Jim Lee, my cousin. He's still living. He's the only one living that's down there. Him and Joanne, my cousin Joanne, and what was I just saying that just get overwhelming? What was
No,
I
it's
just
okay.
saying?
We were going back, and you were talking about oh man, my mind went blank too, Grandma.
Your great grandmother.
My great,
you
yeah.
had to have Archie, and then Jim Lee.
Yes, Jim
Well,
Lee.
she had just left your great aunt's house, your great grandmother's sister's house. She had Jim Lee. She was taking medicine over to Mama for Archie. Archie was sick. They were just newborn. And she was coming and showed me the path that my grandmother was taking, that she fell dead.
Wow.
She fell dead. She never made it.
Wow.
I never saw my grandmother, and I never saw my grandfather, but I always think about how they looked and how they were.
How far back do you know your history, our history? How far back do you know?
My history in Florida?
Yeah, like, do you know if we had any relatives that were enslaved, or do you even know further back?
Oh, well, honey, yeah, your great grandfather's people were slaves. They all were slaves. That goes back even further. Your great grandfather, your great grandfather. Oh yeah, they had ownership of them.
Wow.
And then, when slavery was over, they didn't go anywhere. They didn't know nothing else but to stay there to feed their family. Where were they going? All life they had was out there picking cotton and tobacco and stuff.
Yeah.
To make a living. They had no kind of trade or nothing, no experience. Nothing like that. Only out in the fields. But you know what? You can make good money if you get paid for it.
Yeah.
You can make good money, but they wasn't getting paid. I mean, before slavery was over. But it still wasn't over. They stayed on that, farm. But and I also know your great grandfather. When he was little, they were playing a gun. Him and his friends was playing with it. It's your grandfather. Okay, great grandfather. My grandfather. Your great grandfather. My father. I had to think there for a minute.
Okay.
Yes, not working as good. But anyway, they were playing with a gun, and the gun went off. him and his friend, and shot one of his friends and killed them.
Wow.
So they didn't send one; they sent all four of them to prison. On the day of the prison, he went on the chain gang. He was on the chain gang, my father, when he was a little boy.
Wow.
Yeah, spend time. He was married. His first wife, Mama, was his second wife, and he had a daughter. And we searched and put out things for, but it wasn't like it was today. Back then, we tried to search for her and everything, but she had left. One time he got out the chain gang, she took her baby and her, and they left. He never found them.
Wow.
Yeah. So Mama was his second wife, and then he married Mama, and he had all seven. Well, it was another one between Juanita and Randy. Aunt Juanita, Uncle Randy, and he passed away. It was a boy. I got that on my birth certificate. One death, a boy. So it was really 8 of us, and one passed away.
Oh wow.
Down south. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm just gonna take a sip of juice real quick. Wow, Grandma. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, fast forward. Your mom, my great grandma, right?
Yeah, I got a picture of your great grandma. I wanted to give y'all one.
Yeah, I would love one.
Yeah.
She recognized the environment down south and she wanted to give you a better life, but not just you, but her future generation.
Family,
so wow, that's amazing. And then now,
and I was saying the way I am, with people, I probably would have been dead because I had a lot of mouth. I didn't take nothing for nobody.
Wow.
But that's the way she brought us up, and she shielded us from a lot. We didn't know nothing about prejudice. It was more prejudice up here in New York State than it was down south. I got to clear that up.
Wow.
And she shielded that from us, shielded us from that. Yeah, and we didn't really know nothing about all that. We didn't know anything about that until we got older and experienced it.
Wow.
She couldn't, when we went to school and stuff, she couldn't shield us from that. Well, even though in school I experienced it, but I had a better education than I would have down south.
Right.
And I remember in 3rd and 4th grade, we was in our 3rd and 4th grade, we was in a program called Project Able for low income, with poor black kids. We lived in the projects. The project was the city. Rollbacks wasn't even built then. It was just Washington courts. Where grandma lived, that's all it was. Where I lived at when y'all
I remember visiting you in Washington courts.
Yes, when you were little.
Yeah.
But that's when you were little. I was so little. Oh my gosh. Your mama said, I guess she gonna tell y'all, okay, y'all be bad. Y'all gonna be bad. Y'all with them project kids. I say, I wish they would. I'll kill them. They just got my grandbabies. I was set out there in college, y'all. Y'all play with the toys. I went and got toys and everything for y'all.
I remember.
Yeah. Because that was my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, my grandma was my heart. Oh, my God. That was my babies.
You said you experienced more prejudice.
Yes, when I went to school.
When you went to school.
I was called the N-word, a nigger. I was called that. And I really didn't know what it was, but I kind of, because they heard it, and I went home and told Mama, and she said, "Don't worry about that." She said, "You're better than that. You don't pay no attention to that word." But that word we heard a lot of times, not from mulatto, white folks, but from my own color. We used that word back when I was really called people niggers. We would call each other niggers. We had to stop. There was more black people using nigger than white people, Vante. That's how bad it was. Well, they didn't know no better.
Right.
It was all right for black people to say it, but if a white person say it, they're going to get beat down bad. The way they want to hang us and beat us, and we ain't was dirt. That's where they looked at it, where you wasn't dirt.
Well, what did you
like
do?
I said, we had a program, Project Able, for us, and they came in. We had birthdays every week, celebrate some birthdays. We went on trips, like the Arlington Museums and the Casio Game Farm. I remember that. And the animals, it's like a pet zoo. It was so big. I remember that because the donkey ate Mama's handkerchief. And we said that they eat clothes, and I wanted to say he sure did eat Mama's handkerchief. I gave it to him. He ate it.
Really?
Yeah. And they never knew, but my classmate did. They dared me. And I gave him the handkerchief, and he ate it. Pretty white handkerchief. And I was scared to go home and tell Mama, but she said that was all right. But don't let Florence move you. If we got bad, we done got our butt tore up a lot of times. If we got a beating, we deserve it. She didn't beat us like, abuse us or nothing.
Right.
Only when we did something wrong. Because if we did something wrong, we thought about it before we did it. You won't get that belt. And I'm glad that she chastised us and made us a better people. Respect. Yeah, respect our elders. I mean, she didn't kill them. It's like I skipped school when I went to middle school. I was with my friends and skipped school with my girlfriends. Why did I skip school? Oh, my God. When I got home, I didn't think that. I thought everything was all right because I was going to throw my shoe in first and see what things were. But I walked in, Mama was acting normal. Sam and Randy, your uncles, them big Amazon monsters, they were sitting in the living room like they usually do hogging the TV. And I walked in, and they got up stretching like they stretching. One grabbed my hands, one grabbed my feet, and his heavy stretched out. And Mama got that belt and whooped my behind. She said, "You want to skip school?" Oh, baby. Oh, never again did that ever cross my mind. And I'm glad it never did. Never did again after that whooping.
Now, these stories are amazing, Grandma.
I want to know why I wasn't in school. And back then, we had the truant office. They would come or call in a minute if a child wasn't in school.
Yeah, really? They're like for truancy?
Oh, yeah. I had a lot of my friends that would skip school. I tell you, I didn't skip school no more. But they went to a home. And the home they went to was in Hudson. But you know what? When they came back, they always bull daggers. But it was an all-girl home.
Oh, it's an all-girl home.
It was no boys, it was just girls. And my closest friend, they came back, and I anticipated with nothing like that. And they were young to be like that. They were like still. Some had to go back to middle school, and high school they had to start a freshman. But they were real daggers, we call them. And I could never understand why, they like girls. I never could, and I still don't, but that's like you say, your drug of choice, whatever your choice want to be.
Yeah.
That's you. I have no problem with it. As long as you respect me, because I don't do it. It's not me.
Right.
I was boy crazy, but I didn't go and have a boyfriend because I was boy crazy.
Did you meet Grandpa in high school?
I met your grandpa in middle school.
Oh, middle school.
We used to be, I got to show you pictures of your grandmother and your aunt, Uncle Archie. We was in the drill team, Screaming Eagles. We marched in the Macy Day Parade twice.
Wow. That's in New York City?
Yeah, we won everything. We went
Well,
down
do you know what
to
years? Do you
yeah.
remember the year?
Wait a minute, it's on the poster. It's on the poster.
Okay.
All my friends, yeah, everybody, we all knew each other because everybody lived in the projects. And they didn't live across town, just a couple, across town. But everybody lived in the projects, baby. That was in the picture. I got to get that picture up so I can show you.
Okay.
I got it right here. And I was so my girlfriends, but I never got a chance. But I'm glad that I put them up so I can show you. In fact, I can give you a book. It's a book that I got a picture, but you can blow that picture up. It's the same picture in the magazine. They got names for everybody down there. And they got Sharon and myself on the side page. Rosetta Evans. It was Evans then, Doc, and me. We weren't married or nothing like that. We were living home with Mama, safe with her.
Yeah.
That was the furthest we got from the house when we marched in the drill team. But we marched in Washington. We went everywhere, baby.
Wow.
And everywhere we went to march, we won. We won everything.
Wow,
we was bad, yeah.
Jeez, you was on the Screaming Eagles.
Screaming Eagles. I got a paper here for you. I got pictures of grandmother. I got 8 by 10.
So you knew how to dance. You know how to get down.
Yeah, we were bad. I'm gonna tell you, people were screaming. When we go to New York and they follow us all the way down and hollering and screaming, want to touch us, we ain't had strings, nothing like that. We old coons from the projects. But we went to places like that. They saw us like that. We were supposed to got paid, which we never did. We never saw the money.
Really?
Okay. That's how it broke up.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to got paid, and all hell broke loose while we didn't get paid. And I was younger. I was one of the younger ones. So I ain't really had no say. So it was like Dot and Archie, them, the older ones. They had to meet with the older drill team members. And we had it down to the auditorium, because they gave us the Newcomb Auditorium to practice in. And that's where we practiced and had our meetings. And next thing I know, this year we broke up. My sister come and say, there's no more Screaming Eagles. Because once they pay us, we get back together. We never got back together. That was too much of a talent to go to waste.
Wow.
And nobody spoke up for us.
Wow.
I mean, the drill team was lasting for about 40 years. I was in the last group. You had Sue Ann too. I forgot she was in the color guard. With Dot and Archie and me was in the foot stomp. We was the foot stompers, as your grandfather's going to say. He can tell you about it. It's called us foot stompers. And he was good turning the rifles. He was in the Magnificent Yankees. He was in the Hines Twins. They were the only black in there. And he was bad. Because he came and taught our drill team, the color guy, how to march. Before we went to New York, he taught them so good, they even won. The color guy, they never won nothing.
Wow.
But after your grandfather Curtis showed them before we went to New York, they did. Oh, we know we was gonna win. We didn't act like we know it, but we know we was good at what we had done.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So we were good. And I have pictures of everything with that. And your grandmother, I have that here already. That I hold dearly. And I got a book for you with the pictures and everything, baby.
Okay, yeah. I would love to see that.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
In fact, when I got the phone, I'll get everything and put it where I know it is. I know where it is now, but I just want to make sure. The picture of your great-grandma is up there behind you and Bailey and Denia. The little one wasn't here yet.
Didn't know you.
She was a peacock and you with baby eyes. She ain't got here yet.
um,
But, and she, just y'all three on there. Very saw the picture when y'all was here. And she's so excited to see you with her and the aunt, listen, niece. Calling everybody else a different name like your grandmother. Great-grandmother did. I'm doing the same thing.
yeah, it's okay.
Call everybody else's name.
Well,
When you get older, you do that.
well,
Okay, moving right along.
you met Grandpa in middle school. Were you guys just in the same class?
Yeah, when I was in 7th grade. Yeah, that was, I could tell you, 65, 64. 64 is when I was in the zoo thing, getting off the bus coming from New York. We just got back that night. For some reason, the Heinzman and your uncle, no, your grandfather was out there by the bus door as we were getting out. And I was coming up. He said, yeah, man, that's the one I'm going to marry right here. And I ain't never had no boyfriend. Didn't want one because I ain't know nothing about no boyfriend. But I remember him the first time he said that. And I hurried up and walked home because that scared me. Yeah, and I told my mother, she said, you stay away from the boys. I had no brother. I was a tomboy. I was a tomboy to my heart. Tomboys mean that, I played rough with the girls, but I was more like a boyish.
Yeah.
But no, he had no boyfriend. Only because it was the first boyfriend I ever had. And that's when I was in middle high. I had left grade school and I was in 7th and 8th grade. But I was in 7th when I stopped seeing him, and he was hounding me. And I was in the last year of middle high school. Before I got to be a freshman, is when we started going studying. But my mother didn't know it. She would have killed me. I had a boyfriend. Everybody had a boyfriend. When your answer went and he had to go out, my friends would go out like 8, 9 o'clock. I had to be home at 12. We had to be home at 8 o'clock. We had to be home before the lights came on.
Jeez.
And that's the way my mother was. And we was in the house by 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, my friends were just coming out. The latest we ever stayed out was going to, it was after all club, Sam Abernathy. On Sundays, he would have something for the kids. That middle school type in high school. We had places to go, like the club. That was one thing. We had the Cosmopolitan Center, and at school we had the girls friendly. Oh, we had a lot of things, baby. We had a lot of things going for us.
Yeah.
They had for us to keep us out of trouble.
Well,
oh,
yeah. Wow. No, I'm just thinking because Grandpa he basically called it. Like he knew what he wanted when he seen you. Like, wow.
Yes, he did.
That's almost.
Yes, he did.
I was gonna say that's almost.
He was my first boyfriend, my last, but he was my first boyfriend, and then he was my husband. And we got married, but then he got drafted.
He got drafted.
To go to Vietnam.
So he didn't have a choice.
He went to Vietnam. But when he went to Vietnam, one thing, don't talk about Vietnam now, because he was in, I don't know, maybe you should talk to your mother about it. Your Aunt Diane, your Aunt Felicia, talk to them about it, because I always talk to him. He was in that musical psychiatric ward, in and out. He was losing his life. His kids witnessed it. Your mother and your Aunt Felicia. And I know one time, Felicia had her own apartment. She came crying to me. And she said, Mama, will you help me go find my father? I said, yeah. We went and got his car and looked for him. what he had did was walk up. He used to pick up your grandmother's fist, your great grandmother's fist more, his mother. He would pick her up, but he picked her up, but he ain't had a car. He walked to go pick her up and walked her back. But when we couldn't find it and came back to you, see your great grandma's house, and oh my goodness, Valerie and your great grandmother and Valerie, they saw your mom, no, your Aunt Felicia, and he put up in the car, and she was all for it, but she didn't know who was driving the car. When she saw it got out, she was all right, because we got along real good. His family, we all got along real good. I had no problem with them. They treated me all in the family, and like today they do.
Yeah.
It was all right. All the family we got along with, baby. I don't see why we wouldn't. I was just thinking, why wouldn't we? But anyway, he was walking, and we went up to your grandma's house, and she said, Kurt, come and take your medicine. And I was in the living room, and I let the kids talk to them, and stay with them, because I always was overprotective of my kids. And she fed them. And after he came in there on one knee, like she was getting ready to pose, he said, Ro, I am so sorry. I know I did you wrong, and you and the kids. I said, don't worry about that, Curtis. I said, your kids love you. I said, what you done, you didn't do on purpose. Yes, he did. He did it on purpose because he was a whore dog. But I told him that because he wasn't in his right mind. And I wasn't trying to put nothing there, to upset him, to confuse him or something like that. But we would go up to the psychiatric center. Uncle Buddy would come and get us and take us up there. Or we would go up there and see him. When I was driving, I'd take sure my kids go up there and see their father. And that did him a real good to see his kids. Because he was crazy about his kids. Okay, and he took care of his kids, he took care of his grandkids, he took care of his great-grandkids right now, and he was that kind of man. He was the kind of man to take care of family like you take care of yours.
Yeah.
He took care of all y'all, yes? And he just bought bikes for Jonathan's kids, Naya and Junior. He's got them some bikes. And, he helped got our school clothes and stuff. And he was one of those men that I was lucky to get, that take care of his kids and me in the house. I ain't had to want for nothing.
No,
okay?
My mom,
he was a hard worker.
My mom always, she always said not to talk to Grandpa about the war, but she says the same thing you do. When he went to Vietnam, he didn't come back.
But
right.
If you had questions, and you still have questions, I don't know if they remember, but they remember all when he got out. He didn't go batty until after we broke up. Okay. And I'm glad it happened like that, but the war did that to him. Agent Orange, that spray that they sprayed on them boys over there. And they killed a lot of boys, and a lot of boys lost their mind when they got back. And your grandfather was one of them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, your Aunt Felicia, I know she had to write a letter for me. I couldn't. I was just too hurt and too nervous, too crazy what they did to my husband. I said, my husband went to war, and he came back with somebody who I ain't even know.
Really?
That's when the problem started. wanted to fight, and he thought he was like 15, 17 years old again, going with all my girlfriends that I went to school with. I mean, having sex with them. He was having sex with everybody. Oh, my God. And he wasn't in his right mind half of the time. But we had, it just didn't work. They didn't want to pay this man for what they did to him. The Dawkins that go with your Aunt Dee, he's the one that helped too. But your Aunt Felicia wrote the letter and gave the Dawkins. He came to the house. And Felicia had her own apartment. And she would come over all the time. And she still was a mama's girl. That's right, she was a mama's girl. Like you gotta be a mama's boy. We have mama girls. I thought y'all were gonna be a mama boys. But y'all turned out to be real good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am proud of your mother and your aunt Diane. Aunt Felicia. Well, I keep saying Aunt Diane because everybody say Aunt Diane.
How was my mom when raising her?
Oh, she was good. They only a year apart. Oh yeah, they were good in school. They all graduated, went to college. They were good. He made sure they got everything they thought they want. Even when they wasn't even at home, when they got their own place, he still helped the kids. That was the type of person he was. He was always there. I said he took care of his kids, his grandkids, his great-grandkids. He was a good man. He still is right now. Would you believe he went and got Diane? But he had Diane go pick it out. He always get me a birthday present. Diane just gave it to me. I got a suit that's gray and orange, like the Orangeman, Syracuse Orangeman. It looked like that. I'm like, no, he did every year. And he said, she don't have to thank me. And Diane said, Mom, I'm going to thank you, Dad. And we were talking about it. And I said, well, you're going to fix his bills and y'all go up there and help him. Just tell him. I said, thank you. I ain't going to call him because I always call him. And so she just said she'd tell him. But he just got me a birthday present for my birthday.
Oh,
I mean, he on every train that he can think of. And he's always there for Christmas, too.
Yeah, he always come through. You do, too.
Yeah. And enough of him. It's about me.
I wanted to ask, though, is my mom never got in trouble or anything in school? She was always good?
No. That she just never got in trouble. I ain't putting roses on her. They was not like that. I got along with all my friends in school. And only fight I had was with Eddie Washington, a boy, and I beat him up. Because he was trying to go beat me up. I beat him up. And he couldn't do nothing with me. I was the Evans. We learned how to fight. And we were fighters. We had a fight. We had a fight with the Maddox clan. We beat them up out in the strawberry field. They tried to take my brother out to strawberry. Archie wasn't having it. Archie was beating him. I said, oh, hell no. And then May Lawrence and Doc was out there. They didn't jump in there, but they was under the tree together sleeping. They got up and saw it was us fighting. Her siblings and Doc's siblings fighting each other. But it was quick and fast. We tore up that man's field out there.
Strawberry field.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were nothing to play with, honey. But we didn't start no trouble with nobody. We got along. Your mother got along. She was no trouble. No. There was no trouble. And your mama, I want to tell you, my cousin, Sister Hawkins, St. Matthews, she meant to get Felicia, but she got Diane and put her in the church. She came and got Diane. And Felicia, I don't know where she got with Junior. Somewhere. But she got Diane. Diane went to church and came home. She had all Michael Jackson clothes, music, and all things, things Michael Jackson.
My mom loved Michael
She came
Jackson.
home and got rid of all of that.
Oh, she got rid of all her Michael Jackson stuff?
And yep, and because she wanted to get saved. And she did. She joined the church and she got saved.
Wow.
When she was you got to ask her what grade. Now, you got to ask her about that because I can't remember that back. She was real young in school. And my cousin came and got her. She was in school. Was she in middle school? I'm not sure, but they didn't go to the school that I did. They went to like JFK over in North Utica because they started busing kids different schools. The school that we had, I didn't want them really to go. I wanted them to go just where they buses at JFK so they can get an education.
Well, my mom went to JFK.
Yeah, your mom and both of them went. It was not because they was only a year apart. When Felicia went, Diane was going because they was only a year apart. And Felicia graduated from there, and then your mother graduated. I remember her graduating, and I got your mama's tassel that was on her hat right now in my bedroom hanging with my necklace. Yep, I got that. And I think I got pictures, too. But a lot of my pictures, when I moved, was taken. And I'm going to say this. The pictures I had all of y'all when you were little, and when Rod John was little, and Cassandra, and your mother, all the pictures I had, even when I was little, the pictures was taken. And the only one who had those pictures was your Aunt Suanne. She had my pictures, and said she didn't have them. But somehow or another, when she passed away, Archie got a hold of the picture. We was coming back from Syracuse from seeing your Uncle Randy, your Aunt Juanita, your Aunt Dot, Uncle Archie. He had all the pictures, and I got them back most of them.
Let's go. Nice.
I say, God is so good. Oh, my. I said, look at this. What goes around comes around.
Well, we talked about my great and great grandparents. We talked about you. We talked about your marriage a bit. We talked about my mom a bit. I don't want to hold you too long. It's almost been a full hour.
You must have heard my phone getting ready to cut off.
No, I do.
And I talk on it for such a long time. It goes that the house phone.
Oh, it's the house phone. Well, I want this.
I'm not on myself. This is a house phone. I don't like it when they do that.
That's not cool.
You got my cell phone, right?
Yeah, I have your cell phone.
Well, see, we can talk all we want on the cell phone because I can fuck that up.
Okay.
And keep talking.
Do you want me to call you back?
Well, if you want to call me on my cell phone, call me back. You can.
Is it going to shut off right now? Do you have maybe like 10 more minutes?
How many minutes?
5 or 10 more minutes?
Yeah, about that. If I have that, I hear. Ask me.
No, I was just, the last thing I wanted to ask you, is there anything else that you wanted to share or tell or to be known or to clear up?
No, I thought you had other questions. But I mean, if you could ask me, I can tell you. But my memory is not that good to think of it on my own. I have to think.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a lot happened in my life. I ain't 70 for nothing.
Yeah. No. That's right. Yeah. Let me just call you back on your cell phone. How about that?
Okay, baby.
Yeah, I'll call you back on your cell phone.
Wait a minute. Where is my cell phone? Okay, give me a minute. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. All right, call me back on my cell.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I hear you. Do you hear me?
All right, we cooking now.
Nice. Um, let's see. There's one thing I also wanted to ask is the Evans and Greens, because Sandy is Evans and Green as well,
Oh
right?
no. Well, listen, your Aunt Sandy and your grandpa are cousins. Sandy was going with my brother. They got married first. So she married and got to be a Green by marrying my brother, the Evans. I mean,
Right.
being the Evans. So then Curtis is a Green. So I was born to Evans. So that's what my married name was Green.
Mm.
That's how that worked. They're supposed to be cousins. That's what Sandy said. But somewhere down the road, down the line, way down there, it ain't affect us. But we didn't even know we was even kin. She said we was. And hey, I ain't never asked your grandfather because he'll say, well, you asking me? I don't know. In a minute. That's him. So, I ain't never heard nobody else say it. Not even my family. But it doesn't make a difference anyway because for so far down the line. But that was by marriage only.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. I like that. You answer that.
I remember we talked last time and
Archie, no, I'm not answering.
Okay,
No, I'm
Archie.
not answering. No. You're on my time, honey.
I appreciate that. Well, I was gonna say, I just think I just love your story. I love everything about it. What was something?
Is there anything you wanted to ask me about any other family member besides me, or?
No. I was gonna ask more questions about you.
Oh, okay. Well, honey, whatever you want to ask. If you want to call back, you can call back and ask me questions if you think of more, and I'll think of. But I got to get those drill team pictures ready, and find the it should be in there.
I have a few more. I got a few more questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. What was one of the hardest or challenges that you had being a mother in the 70s and 80s?
What was the hardest? Well, being the hardest I didn't really have a heart. My mother took care of us. We didn't know probably. My mother would go and do housework. She would scrub floors. She didn't use mop. She got on her knees. She would house clean. I used to go pick her up at some people that she worked for. She worked for them since their kids were little babies, born until they got married. That's how long she stayed with them. And she would go and work and go get the food. And I remember as being a little girl in K1, living with Mama. We were little then. And I would wait and see her come around that corner, that circle. And here she comes, carrying them bags. She done worked for it, scrub floors, went and got it, and came home, changed her clothes, and cooked the meal for us to eat. Is that a mother or what?
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I mean, my kids didn't want for nothing. I mean, I worked. I made sure, and Curtis made sure they didn't want for nothing either. They ain't had no hard life.
What did you do for work?
Oh, honey, I worked at GE. I work at Paul's, making bathtubs for trailer park homes, those beautiful trailers that they make. Oh, that's the baby crying.
they're playing pretty rough right now.
Oh, they're playing. Oh no, he just said they playing pretty rough.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Well, you better go
Oh
chaperone.
no, Deli's chaperoning right now.
Oh yeah, she got it. I'm quite sure she got it under control.
Oh no, yeah, she got it under
She had
control.
her.
Yeah, you don't want to get Deli mad
Yeah.
in the house.
Oh, she's a little spicy one, huh?
Oh, is she? Oh my goodness, can't keep up with her.
I know your mother was telling me, Vante, how you was trying to fight the night too. Oh my God! I say that's the part of us.
Yeah. Well,
The fighter.
that was another question I had was what would you want the Evans, or what is the Evans legacy? What would you say that is?
Oh, a legacy is just the American dream.
Hmm.
Going to school, getting a good ticket, getting married, having a family, working and having what you want, and what you get what you want. You work hard for it, and you have it. It's the American dream.
Okay, yeah.
Especially for black people, we had a chance up here, even though it was prejudice up here. We had 80 to 90% chance of having it up here.
Yeah.
And we did, even though it was prejudice here, but they tried to hide it. But a lot of times they couldn't. I saw it, but I didn't see it all the time. Like I see it on TV down south. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad. I experienced it when Monkey and me went down south. And we went to go get a pizza, and the Jefferson was on. And I asked the guy, I said, can you please cut that up, please? And I said, thank you, but that's the way Mama raised us.
Mm-hmm.
He said, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I will be safe because you got a lot of manners, and you said, thank you and please. It didn't get that easy. And I asked for some mushrooms on my pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I was paying for it. And that man went off on me. And me and him got into it. I called him everything but the child of God. And I said, you stick that pizza where the sun don't shine, and walked out. I left Monkey and the guys that we were with. I left them. I went back to the house.
Oh.
I said, and I wasn't scared. I said, they could have came there and had a hand. I didn't care. That's how mad I was. I didn't care. But let them come.
No.
And where I was staying, he said, don't worry about it. He said, and I told him what happened. He said, that's all right. I got 2 guns in here. Let them come. They ain't coming in. They're not coming in this part of the neighborhood, because that was where the black folks lived at. They had names for little places where they hang at. And they had a name for that. They had like 2 bars that I can remember. One was like people get drunk and winos and wineheads hang out. And then there was like a club where people go dance, and it was updated, and stuff. Those are the only 2 places I remember that they went. Besides, we're going to the beach at night, going swimming. But guess what? I didn't go in that water because I thought about Jaws.
Yeah, that movie is crazy.
Yes, at night, that water, and water sound like that loud, the waves coming in. And wait a minute, how do I feel? I did go in the beginning of the water, and I said, oh my God, the water is salty. And they say, yeah, because this is part of the sea. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. Where we from up north, we have fresh water.
Right.
They have salt water. And that water is salty. And when you get out, they have showers all along the beach where you have to shower, rinse off, or your skin be so tight you can't walk.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, I don't like this. It's beautiful, but no, too salty for me.
Oh.
I don't know how some people be on that beach down south, and the water is salty. They don't tell you that.
Yeah, like if it get into your eyes, it burns.
But y'all went to Disney World. Yeah. Y'all went to Disney World,
Yeah,
right?
we went to Disney World. We went to Orlando as well. I think that's in.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had hotels and everything.
Yeah,
Your mama told me y'all really
yeah.
enjoyed yourself there,
I
though.
really love my mother. You know, she, even if it was just us
That's
there, you
funny.
know, if it was just us four, you know,
Yeah,
great time.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
and that's you talking some duckies, and it ain't cheap at
Yeah,
all.
no, she really took care.
Because we went to Disney World too, and I'm telling you, oh my gosh, you gotta have a nut. I think I came back with $20 some, and I had like a couple thousand.
Well,
The hotel and then going out to eat, but honey, it was worth every penny. I don't care. And I took Cassandra with me, and we took all our grandkids. John didn't want to go. He had a girlfriend, so he didn't want to go. So I just took Cassandra. She was little. I even took her to Hershey, Pennsylvania. At Hershey Park. And she had the nerve to be with her Aunt Dot. When she went, Dot said she'd be all right. Dot came back with the kids. I said, well, where's Cassandra? Cassandra wasn't even with her, Lord have mercy. You talking about somebody hollering, screaming. It was me. Hollering, walking all through the park. And Doc gonna snatch me and slap me and say, come back. Say, no, we supposed to be going to Disney World. If you was at Disney World, I could see this. She said, but we gonna find them. And I said, okay. I had lost it. I couldn't go home without Cassandra.
yeah.
I couldn't go back to years ago without my grandbaby. And we found her. We was walking, and the trooper was bringing her, walking through. He saw black people, yeah, and he just chanced it. But she is old. They wouldn't get her until they show ID that they know her.
Jeez.
And I said, that's my granddaughter. Yes, and I had ID of hers. In case she got sick or something, I had to have an ID. I had an ID, and I showed them. And I said, who am I, Grandma? Aunt Di, Aunt Suan. She knows that. And he said, I guess that's your granddaughter. I said, yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
And when
I'm gonna have to ask her this. I'm gonna have to ask her this.
Who was you? Aunt Di?
Cassandra.
Oh, she don't remember that. She was little, baby. I whooped that ass, or maybe she might remember.
She might remember.
I whooped that ass.
All right.
When I got it back where we would eat, I tore it up. You don't ever want to walk away. But guess what? I got tied her and to me when we went to Disney World. And she was trying to get loose. She was trying to get loose.
Jesus.
Again. Yes.
Well, I have these questions here, and these questions is to get to know you. All right. I'll start with the first ones. It's easy. What is your full name, and what are the names of your parents and siblings?
Oh, well, no, that is our name. That's a nickname. They call me Gray. I had the nickname in school, Gray. And my brother still called me Gray. And Retta, my girlfriend in Syracuse, she still called me Gray. And I had the few friends I had to call me Gray. They're deceased and gone. And I tell you, I lost a lot of friends. A whole lot of friends. And my siblings, Dottie, well, she was other names because she had the bar, Dottie B. She had the two bars. One was named Dot's Place and Studio 54. And she got it for her kids. So she bought those bars for her kids, and they didn't even want nothing really to do with it. They didn't have nothing to do with it because I got stuck running it.
Right. But what?
And I'll never.
Oh, sorry, Grandma. Go ahead.
Well, no, go ahead. No, I was just saying I'll never.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'll never take care of nobody else's money.
Yeah.
Not when you're working in a bar and with other people, because you know what? People, everybody has sticky hands, and it's a job trying to work it in to protect somebody else's stuff. You know, if it was mine, I could see, but I wouldn't want the job.
How did your parents choose your name, and does it have a special meaning?
Yes, we all except Sue Ann, a nurse, a white nurse, named Sue Ann, and she was a Valley girl. She was born in Ilion, New York, in the Valley, and you probably got about maybe out of all that town 10 black people. But she was they had her in labor, and that was the closest hospital that she had in. And I was in the hospital in Ilion because I had my ankle surgery, and I had to go from Cooperstown to Ilion because they had to have a special bed for me. And the Ilion, they did get it. And the hospital that they sent me is, by golly, it was the hospital my sister was born in. And all that time she was looking, it was right there.
Wow.
But no, the names, like I was named after, we all were named after daddy's siblings. I was named after my aunt. Sam was named after his uncle, Asha. Doc, Ransom was named after daddy. And they named Juanita, Mary Jane. Juanita changed her name, and she ain't want no Mary Jane. She changed it to Juanita, and she got older. Her birth certificate, yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, it was Mary
But we
Jane.
all was named after, yep.
It was Mary Jane before?
It was Mary Jane.
I'm loving Mary Jane. You know the
No,
original?
you did. Oh, and we pick at her about that. No, you did.
She's my
Oh,
baby.
don't you let her hear you say that.
No, I wouldn't do that, but I do like that song.
No, see, well, out of all of us, Juanita is the sensitive one.
Oh.
The oldest and the sensitive one. My sister. You thought she was the baby girl, and she's the oldest.
Yeah.
That's my sister, yeah.
She's the most quiet one. You forget that she's in the room.
She is. Yes, she is. She's the quiet one.
All right.
She is.
Do you have any other nicknames? I know you said Retta, Gray. Do you have any other nicknames?
No, Retta and your Uncle Archie, they don't call me Gray today, right now. They don't call me Rosetta. They call me Gray. That was my nickname, man. They still call me that. And, all I can remember is Gray. And at home, we called my sister .NET bread because she used to eat the center of the bread and throw the crust away. And I called my brother Sam Meatball because he had a big round head. Oh God.
Well, like Uncle Sam, like his son Uncle Sam, he has a big round ball head too.
Oh, he was a Meatball Jr.
He's Meatball
Robert
Jr.
Edgar. They called him Edgar.
Yeah.
His name was Edgar. Yeah, he was just like his daddy in sports. Sam was one of the heavy wrestlers and football players, and always won all the trophies. He always won. He was good in sports.
Yeah.
So is Robert. Yeah, Robert was good in bowling, like his father too. They get paid big money bowling. I talked to him about, to call him about Veronica, and see how they were doing holding up. And he said he was at bowling. I'm like, okay, he still bowl. It's like his daddy.
What kind of things did your family do together when you were young?
Oh, yeah. We went on picnics at Park to Park and had cookouts at my mom, the family. We all get together, and I had pictures of her cooking them ribs on the grill. Oh, my God. That woman would cook ribs and chicken, and oh, my God. You talking about the ponderosa spread. Oh, I live for that. And everybody, my mother fed. Yes. and she fed everybody, and with nobody she didn't. That's how they remember my mother. My mother was like gold. You know, she
Grandma
took care of
Florence.
everybody's kids. Yes. Oh yeah. And every Sunday she would cook a big Sunday dinner. And we would go over there every Sunday and eat. And when I was living home, she would get up and cook Sunday dinner. I go out that Saturday night, get drunk, go to the after hour club when they close about 6. Come on back home and eat a Sunday dinner before I go to bed. And get up and have Sunday dinner. It don't get no better than that. And when a lot of my friends ain't had really nothing to eat. But I did. Yes.
That sounds like a good time. Any other?
Oh
any other things that you
yeah,
remember?
yeah. Oh well, yeah. The cooking, the getting together on the holidays, and having them cookouts in the summertime out in the backyard. That's why we was having cookouts.
Yeah, wow.
Trying to keep it living.
Yeah.
Keep it living, keep it going.
Wow.
But now with this virus, we can't do nothing. This virus stopped everything, baby. Stopped everything.
Okay, these are more questions about you. I'm trying to get to know you. Who were some of your friends, and what are your fondest memories of spending time with them?
Oh God, going to school with Janet Winston. She's still here. I talked to her. In fact, her niece married Sammy. I saw at the wedding.
I know who you're talking about. Aunt Tara, I think it is it. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Janet. You know Janet?
No, I know who Uncle Sam.
Oh yeah, but Sammy's who he married. Yeah. Well, I went to school with her aunt, and Dot went to school with her aunt. Archie went to school with her uncles. See, we all was raised up together in the project. It was somebody always in the family that age with a family member of sort in the projects, because there are people that have 8, 9, 10, 15 kids living in the project. And then Gold Bass. That's when they built Gold Bass. The Maddoxes had umpteen. The Davises, I think, had 18 kids.
Jeez.
Oh my God! It was like a city. It was like a little city.
I remember.
It really was.
I remember. I even got into a couple fights. The little times.
Well, you had to. In the project, you better learn how to fight.
Yeah.
We weren't worried.
Yeah.
And I still, even being a grandmother, I was ready to fight about my grandkids.
Yeah, you always protected us.
I know their mother, and I will go step to her and tell her what was going down, especially when one of them took John's money.
Oh.
And I went over there and I said, he took John's money, she made him, and he was a bad one too. And she made him, embarrass him, and give John back his money. He ain't had no damn business taking it. But that's the type of family there was, Sprats.
Sprats.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know about the Sprats.
Yeah, but the Sprats ain't want no part of us, baby.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Ava got an ass whooping. They couldn't wash off. No.
All right.
And
then. Oh, I thought you were finishing something.
I might have did, because I don't finish things sentences. You have to let me know. I really don't, baby. I'm going to throw that out there.
Okay.
If I don't finish, tell me.
Oh,
because
What were your favorite subjects in school?
Oh God, science and math.
Are you good at math?
I love math. And that's learning about different things, which we did not learn about Black history. All that we learning and seeing now, but they're teaching the kids. They're teaching their kids about Black history at home. I don't know, they didn't teach nothing. I found out a lot of truth. I remember learning about Columbus sailed the ocean blue. in 1800, 1942. Oh, hell no. He was a slave owner.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on, a lot. Oh, man. Yeah, no, they praise him. They just doing an Italian parade. They don't do it now. Or trying to tear down the statue. All what we learned was false.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I got a chance to learn it now. I know the difference now. They lied. The book lied. The teachers didn't lie. They only teach us what was in the book.
Right. But the
But
government
we
gave
had the
them.
book.
The government gave them
Yes,
the book.
with the government, the no good ass government.
Yeah.
The government. The crooks.
The crooks.
The crooks. Yes.
All right. Staying on favorite
Yeah.
subjects real quick. Who were your favorite teachers and why were they your favorite?
Well, I'll tell you who was my favorite teacher. Mr. Carl, Mr. Saparelli, my math teacher. And what was my, wait a minute, that was in middle school. And this is all in middle school. Because I remember that because I really I liked it just in grade school, but yeah, I liked it more in middle school. It meant more to me. You know, they teached us more. We was going on trips and stuff. Like I said, with Project Able, we went on trips and, you know, they gave us free lunches and stuff and museums free. And we used to go, like I said, to Albany. I'm jumping around, see the skeletons of the prehistoric animals. Oh, we've seen a lot of everything, educational wise. We went. I mean, we went to so many different museums. I can't tell you what they was. I know we went, and it was very educational, very. Where they took us. I mean, we went to house cabin down in the hole on both in the cave. It was beautiful. I remember it being house cabin down there. We went. It's coming back to me a little bit.
That's good. That's what I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. So it seemed like
Uh-huh.
you traveled a lot.
Oh yeah, with Project Able, we was only in like third and fourth grade, and fifth grade. At fifth grade, you were too old. But then you go in sixth and you go into middle school. You get prepared you for middle school. Yeah, but after fifth grade, you don't do it anymore. But we went a lot of places. I remember we being little. And like I said, we had a birthday party every week, a different day every week for a month. Whose birthday, was month of January, February, March, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have cake and ice cream. Just give us cake and ice cream because we celebrate somebody's birthday that month. Oh, what? That was that? Was that my baby?
No, that was my work phone.
Oh my God! Somebody was screaming.
No, that was my work phone. I don't know why it's ringing this late. I'm not at work, but
you better answer that.
No.
Is it work phone?
No. I'm not answering that.
Oh, you like me? I ain't answering no phone either. But your time. This is your time.
Nah, yeah.
And not until I get off.
How did
No.
How did Grandpa propose?
How he proposed? I don't want to really propose. And he had brought it up. No, he has no. Well, I mean, I kept it going. He started it. He was going to Vietnam, and he said, he might not come back, and he wanted to get married. So we got married. Went to.
Mm. How old was he when he came back from war? Early 20s, late 20s? Oh wow. You already had my mom? My mom was already born. Wow. Um. Uh.
I stayed with my mother until he came home. That was what it was. My mother, she was going to Vietnam. She said, well, you don't know nothing about being on your own. You have to stay here. And she was right. I said, you're right, Mom. And I did. But she taught me everything I should know while I was there. I even put stuff on there ways to get when I get my apartment, and stuff. And he was there, I think, almost 18 months. And and I even talked to him before he went to Vietnam. He went to Germany before he went to Vietnam. He voted for Germany. He had sent me money before that Christmas started.
Oh.
And I was can I get a baby? And it was only a year apart. I got toys. I got ice blocks and stuff. And a little tricycle for Alicia. And I got smoking balls for Diane. And little toys for a baby. But she get old enough to play with them.
Mm.
But no, she was just a baby.
What are Did I say what are?
When he came home, yeah, when he came home, we got our apartment. As soon as he came home, we got an apartment in the project. Like I said, that's what everybody here got an apartment. You got an apartment in the project and work, and then got walked out of home. That's what you did. But that's what we were working on. But then he kind of went off the deep end. We could have got home. He had his what do you call that? Well, when they get out of service, they buy them a home when they get out of doing overseas.
Mm.
They automatically have a home. But we never got it because what happened. But I didn't know that was part of his illness. He still made it. That was my thing. And I loved him, and he had a family. And he did what he did. And I wanted to do something wrong. I thought it came across my mind. Mental, all my peers, everybody that I went to school with and was friends with was living in the project. I couldn't believe it. It was something I didn't even know about. The monkey told me. They went to school, monkey on the bridge. That man's Homer. Christine is Vincent's father. My sister. She was my road dog. Her, Rosemary, she died. She was a therapist. She OD'd. And I never know if she was the one that OD'd with this guy. And she come over. We got to be good friends, and I just found out he was the one. When we got home from work, she was in the bed, her robe dead.
No.
Yeah, 'cause they brought her back over here. We was out of school then. We was out of no, we weren't out of school. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, because this had just opened up over there on Washington Street and built a nutrient home over there. Oh, God, over by the train station. I hate talking about that place. So many black, well, everybody, black person that died was there. And it makes me think
Mm-hmm.
everybody's tragedy. Yeah, this
The
is my father.
the projects was by the train.
Uh,
There was a train behind the projects.
yes, there's a train station right down, been there now and forever. That train
Yeah, yeah,
station,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Union Station,
Yes.
that when we were just little babies. Because I remember going to bars with Mama, me and Joanne. Didn't leave us there, but she put us with her there. When we got older, she left us here with Dot, Auntie, and Randy, and Anita. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were talking about that. He got our money, which I never knew. Mama gave him money to feed us
Oh. Oh. Uh, me too, Grandma. I'm the same exact way. Yeah. I don't see. I don't. I think that's okay, Grandma. Like we said earlier, you're a legend. You're a survivor. So you didn't get this far. You didn't get this far by daydreaming, but you got this far because you daydreamed. You dreamed. You always had a dream. So what what are your what are some special memories you have about my mom and Felicia, or about your children? Should I just say? Mhm, yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. He, he used to take care of me every time he went in. He would give me all his old, sneak. He had the newest Jordans. He had the rarest Jordans, and I wouldn't even know. I would just go to school the next day, and he'd be like, "Devontae, you got the new." I'm like, "Oh, do I? Okay, all right." Yeah. Because he had power. Because he had power and respect. That's why. That's why they was mad at my cousin. Um. All right. What did you do to get through the difficult times in your life? Hmm. No. No. No, I don't remember. Yeah, our skin was skin. Yeah. Mhm. I'm talking to Grandma. Mhm. Hmm. Yeah, one thing my mom taught me is how to work, and she learned that from you. Yeah. Hmm. my mom, my mom is amazing. Do you know that? Like the way she budgeted her money, the way she taught us, she always had nice cars, but she always taught us. I had my first job at 14 because of her. She taught me how to save. I have my own car, rent, she taught me, she never asked for anything, but I said, Mom, here's $100. Let me pay the cable bill this month. Or, let me, I always do that for her. Hmm. 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 What are your favorite holiday memories and traditions? Fourth of July, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. Yes. That's what he would say when you're leaving. Yeah, he don't. He'll keep it real. He kept it real. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Hey, Grandma, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Red, burgundy. Ooh, yellow, red. What's your favorite flower? I know you like plants. I know you love flowers. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Who's your favorite? Go ahead. Yeah, there's another one. You have another flower? Who's your favorite songs, your favorite artists, your favorite music? Ooh. Um, well, you're on the Screaming Eagles. Broadway, Times Square. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Apollo. Yeah. Yeah. Legends. You was going to see legends. Mm. Yes. Just like you. Oh, Gladys Knight. What trips or vacations do you remember, and which one was your favorite? Or vacations, which one do you your fondest memory of when you were young, or maybe with your family? Which one was your favorite? We gotta eat a Mm. It seemed, wow, wow, wow. That's the biggest parade in that's one of the biggest parades in America. But yes, in the world. That's correct. Um, I have three more questions, and then I'm gonna let you go. All right, three more questions. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. I really want to know what experiences in your life have molded you into the person you are today. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, okay. Second question: what are your favorite things to do now? Hmm. Mm. Yeah. Um. What are your favorite things to do right now? Like, what are some of your hobbies? No. You know. Oh. Oh yeah. Me too. Oh my goodness. All right. No. Last question, Grandma. What do you hope for? What do you hope for your children and your grandchildren? Yeah. Yeah, I really, because of this talk, I really understand who my, Grandma Florence is. I never got, you know, the chance to meet her, but because of what she did by wanting a better future, which I'm in that, and now I'm in Canada, and trying to make a way for myself, and I, you know, I have my own savings account, life insurance. Mhm. Yeah. They don't. Hmm. Mm. Yeah. Wow. Well, before I let you go, I will, if you don't mind, say a prayer for you, for us, for the family. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another amazing day. I just want to say thank you for having my grandmother in my life to be able to share memories, experiences, so I can pass down to my daughter, and something that I can have and my daughter to have to pass down to her children and future generations. And Lord, just keep blessing our family and keep on the American dream that my grandma Florence have created for us. She opened a lot of doors for us, and I will never take that for granted, using every life as precious as it is. In Jesus' name, amen. Uh, oh, thank you, Grandma, for that. I really appreciate that. Shakeem, every day he's a lot more better now. Yeah, yeah. Well, we in a group chat. My mom, Shakeem, Robert, and we all say good morning to all each other every day. Even my mom, she sends. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. Uh, a roommate. His roommate is really cool. His roommate is nice. Yeah, we grew up with him too. He's a little white boy, but he's cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you again, Grandma. I love you so much. That's why I named. I that's why I didn't. That's Denalia has daily, daily D like daily. Yeah, she do. She loves you too. Every other day I talk to Denalia and make sure she knows why her middle name is Rosetta and who Rosetta is. And, to be proud of the last name Green. Yeah. You should hear her when I'm mad at her. I say, Rosetta, Rosetta. Say yes, daddy. She wants to be an artist. Oh yeah, she better answer. She better answer. Nah, she's a good kid. She really is. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's true. It's true. My mom taught me that too. Nah, it's a little bit better, but of course, as all black boys, we learn to just put, don't reach, don't talk back, just look straight. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's almost 9. We're going at it for 2 hours. Tuesday. Boy. Well, all right, Grandma. You take care. All right. Love you. I got you. You know I would. Yeah. Yes, I know. All right, Grandma. Yes. And no, I recorded this so I can just show her the whole conversation, and we all just caught up. You know. All right. Okay. Yes, I would do that. Yeah, that's okay. All right, Grandma. You take care. Good night. Love you. All right. Bye. Ah, what's up, HG?
It was that show was like it was it was kind of pretty wholesome. The only thing I'd say it was, I mean, as you expected, it's kind of hard to listen to, like, 2 hours of that.
Yeah.
But I
I don't
mean,
even know how to feel about it to make it public or not, but oh shit, let me hop off live. I'm tripping.
it's wait, what? I thought you fit. I I thought you were off live. You were talking to her as if you're off live.
No, I was on live the whole time.